at 11 o'clock. 5 weeks before Virginians elect new leaders, the state Democratic Party resurfaced some scandalous allegations against GOP candidate for Lieutenant Governor John Reid. The story, emailed to news media on Virginia Democratic Party letterhead and posted on the party's social media, raised the specter of an account on a predominantly gay social media site which interacted with racist and anti-Semitic content and which allegedly was connected to Reid, who is openly gay. Ironically, this allegation first surfaced during the Republican primary months ago, put forward by a conservative political action committee. Governor Youngkin, at the time, called for Reid to drop out of the race. Reid refused, fighting back against the claims, and the whole thing eventually went away. Youngkin has since endorsed the whole Republican ticket. But now, without any new information or proof Reid is actually connected to the social media activity, the Democratic Party of Virginia thinks this is a good time to remind voters about this controversy, which raises the question of whether this is a character issue for Reid or the Democrats. Here's Carl Willis.
The Virginia Democratic Party setting its sights on John Reid, the Republican candidate for lieutenant governor. The Democrats posted a link to a report on their official X account Wednesday that they say connects a social media account tied to Reid to what they call racist and vile imagery, followed by a Zoom call where a Democratic state senator and state delegate attacked Reid's alleged connection to this online content, some dating back over a decade, and again, not conclusively tied to Reid.
This account engaged with social media accounts that promoted white power pornography and used the same language and dog whistles used by Nazis.
Democrats saying the Tumblr account in question is the same that posted explicit photos that prompted Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin to call for Reid to drop out of the race back in April.
It's a distraction for campaigns, and it's a distraction from people paying attention to the most important issues.
Youngkin later withdrew his call for Reid to bow out and has supported his candidacy along with the rest of the GOP ticket.
He will stand up for our values.
GOP strategist Malik Abdul says recycling these allegations weeks before the election is not unexpected, especially as the race remains close in the final weeks of the campaign.
This is the dirty politics. This is the benefit, if you will, or not, of opposition research. I believe that the Democratic Party are now seeing that because this race seems to be tightening, that they have to pull out all of the stops.
Reid, who is openly gay, has repeatedly denied having anything to do with the account and dismissed the reports as part of a smear campaign against him and his family.
This is extortion, and it is illegal in Virginia. And I am more outraged now. I have engaged legal counsel to pursue all options against these people.
John Reid owes Virginians answers and an apology if he engaged in such hateful and vile content.
And that's the central issue. At the very same press event called by the state Democratic Party to expose these claims about Reid, even then the Democrats had to hedge about whether the Republican candidate is even connected to the account in question. Reid's Democratic opponent, Ghazala Hashmi, who did not participate in the press conference, did not shy away from these attacks in a statement to 7 News. I am truly appalled by the vile and disturbing content described in this article, she wrote. This content and engagement with it reflects an appalling acceptance of hate and dehumanization.
I'm always often frustrated because what we do, we don't engage people with the intent to understand. We engage to enrage them. And unfortunately, as someone who's been paid to do this in the past, this is where our politics are. We are a very divided country. We are a very politically toxic country.
After 2 days of requests, 7 News has not heard back from the Virginia Democratic Party regarding our questions about any conclusive proof that Reid engaged with the material in question, or if they had none, why they would promote these allegations at all. The Reid campaign also declined to comment, but speaking last month about accusations against another politician, Reid issued this caution.
I would warn people, as somebody who's been through the ringer himself, please be cautious about what you believe. Please do some research.
Carl Willis, 7 News.